Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and thank you once again to Bandai Namco Entertainment America for giving me the ability to do a test drive of this week's mobile suit on PSN, which is the Hrairoo Ra 2. As you can tell, this is a further development of the Garland TR5 series. That's about all I know about it, but yeah, it looks pretty similar to the Hrairoo model kit I put together. So, a few differences here and there, but, you know, it's a slightly different model, so that is to be expected. Anyway, it is a 650 General, usable in ground and space. No compatibility, so it doesn't get any special bonuses to its stats in either environment or water. Melee priority is 2. It's a 3-star. 17 close range slots, 21 medium range slots, and 10 long range slots. 24,000 hit points, 24 ballistic resistance, 26 beam resistance, and 32 melee resistance. Range strength 27, melee strength 38. So fairly balanced attack and defense stats with a slight slant towards melee. Movement speed is 140, high speed maneuver boosting speed is 225. Thruster gauge is 80, and turn speed is 72. Okay, it has the binder beam cannon, which has a heat rate of 80% per shot, does 2150 damage, range of 400 meters, cooldown time 4 seconds between shots, and overheat time is 15%. It does stun, single beam saber as its melee weapon. Power is 2400, cooldown time 2.5%. Doesn't seem to have any special 2.5%, 2.5 seconds. Does not seem to have any special capabilities. Has a waist spread beam, which seems to be a flashbang. Heat rate 100%, 15-second cooldown. Range is 100 meters, so yeah, it's very much like the Dom's Flash, it seems like. Can briefly jam a target's cameras and sensors. Yeah, I have a feeling it will stun as well, but we'll find out. The Hrairoo Ra 2 Heat Blade does 2,800 damage per swing. Cooldown time is 3 seconds. Okay, it's an aerial melee system weapon, so yeah. That should be interesting. Binder beam cannons times 2. 400 damage per shot. Heat rate 10% per shot, so I have a feeling it fires in bursts. Range is 300 meters, slightly less than the main weapon version. Cooldown time between shots is 1 second, and overheat is 16.3 seconds. Yeah, does not charge or stun, but has a pretty good fire rate. And lastly, the linked Ra 2 long blade rifle, which does 2,600 damage per shot, heat rate of 90%, range of 550 meters. Cooldown time of 5.5 seconds between shots, and overheat time of 20 seconds. That's for the mobile suit mode. For mobile armor mode, it is down to just the blade rifle, which in this mode has power 2200, 3 ammo, 500 meter range, so down a little bit from the blade rifle. Cooldown time between shots is a little less, and reload is 20 seconds. The double binder guns are 13% heat per shot and 200 damage in this mode, but it looks like they'll fire a little faster. Okay, alright, so shortcuts. I'm going to put the rapid fire guns here, and I'm going to put the big gun, I think, up here. I don't know why, just feel like it. I might eventually move the flash to a different spot and put the blade rifle in the X slot, but I'm not sure. Okay, so in terms of mobile suit mode skills, emergency evasion system level 1, so that is a dodge roll. One dodge roll will overheat your thrusters, but you know, it's good to have. Flight control program level 3. This is the one that lets you jump and boost in midair, and reduces thruster consumption from mid-air boost or actions. Glide structure level 3, which makes you fall slower, which makes it easier to do the mid-air shenanigans with flight control program. Anti-blast stabilizer, so when it's right up on something and that something explodes, it will not be heavy staggered. High performance balancer, which lets you cancel into melee after a boost or a jump. Melee or tackle, in fact. High spec ambac, so even though it's not space compatible, it does have that skill, which is fairly common to space compatible suits. Moving in the same direction at the end of high-speed space movement transitions into cruising movement without decelerating. It also improves MS turning performance by 3. So yeah, if you're boosting and you don't change directions at the end of the boost, you can cancel right into any other action, which is pretty handy. It can be the equivalent of balancers in space for things that do not have balancers, if you use it right. Maneuver armor level 1, so a little bit of a stun reduction when boosting. It will stop an instant stun generally, will reduce a heavy stagger to a stun, and I'm not sure if it reduces stun buildup or not. Don't think so. I think that comes in at higher levels, or I could be wrong. Forced injector level 2, so yeah, you can change directions while boosting. And that will let you, and at level 2, it gets relatively fuel efficient, so it should be pretty easy to use. Aerial melee system level 1, which lets you use melee attacks in midair with the long blade rifle. Melee combo controller level 1, which lets you get 2 swings in. Offense system stops ranged attacks from stunning you out of melee combat as much. It can transform. And it has 3 buffer skills. Arm binders are 30% damage reduction. Back buffer is 15%. And leg buffer is also 15%. So if you got that custom part a few 4 stars back that had that upped buffer the efficiency of buffer skills, Hrairoo 2 is a really good choice for that. And this appears to be a new skill, Detransformation Optimizer. Increases turning performance when changing from a transformed state back to normal. So yeah, you've probably seen me do some turns like as I'm landing to just better face whatever it is I'm trying to shoot or whatever. This should be slightly better at that than other suits. So I have to see how that works. In mobile armor mode, it still has the dodge roll. In mobile armor mode, dodge rolls will continue forward in MA mode a little bit after you do the roll, and then you'll, transform back and land. Anti-blast, so if you ram something to death, you will not get knocked to the ground. Shock dampeners, which, does reduce or cancel stun after being hit, so makes you harder to knock out of the air. But downswings or tackles will still do the job. Ram attack, so when you are boosting, you will do damage to anything you hit. High boost ram attack, so yeah, when transformed, maintaining high speed movement boosts speed by 5 and the power of ram attacks by 1,000. So yeah, you've probably seen that little like energy burst effect when you're flying in certain suits long enough. When that takes effect, you get these abilities. Transformation Optimizer reduces thruster gauge consumption when activating high-speed movement or transforming back by 60%. Reduces thruster gauge consumption while moving by 25%. So this gives you just overall better boost efficiency for flying or transforming. And it still has the same 3 buffer skills. Alright, so let's take this into the training grounds here and see what happens. I do like Garland types. I've had a couple matches lately where they did not like me. Just taking them into the deserted city where you have a lot of narrow passages. I took the Ingrid Zero Garland in. That didn't work out particularly. Ready to begin? So, some things are just better for some maps than others. It's how it works. Okay, so on... Okay, yeah, instant stun 20-11 on a standard hit. I did not remember to look at the enhancement skills. We'll look at those in a minute. Let's see. Does the flash bomb stun? Is it a bomb or a boost? Okay, it's that. It does stun. Apparently the shield technically ate it. Let's try the double guns first. Okay, yeah, they fire in a burst long enough to stun. Yeah, 5 hits at a time. Do it like twice in a row, you will overheat. The sniper beam rifle is pretty good damage and stuns. No heavy stagger for anything, but that's okay. Let's see. The main melee is a single saber, standard neutral. Okay, vertical downswing, as many things get. And left and right will presumably be left and right. Yes. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad setup. And for the blade rifle, let's see. Here is neutral, which is just a side swing. Here is left and right. Okay, yeah, I can do two. I'm betting the downswing will be a lunge. Yep, a really long one. Which, you know, hover suits tend to get longer lunges anyway because that momentum just keeps carrying them forward. But I'm betting that's what the aerial attack will look like too. We're about to find out. Yep, and pretty good reach. Not quite as much, at least from this, from that altitude. Let's go a little higher and see what I can do. Lunge. Yeah, that reached. So, yeah, it does have a fair amount of travel when you get high enough up. All right, let's check a couple of stun values on the Zoc, and then we will check out the transformed mode abilities. Okay, so the basic cannon does not a lot. The double beam cannons will stun a Zoc. The sniper beam rifle will not, does about the same stun value as the basic gun. The flash will probably not do anything to a Zoc. Yep, okay, yeah, so you're going to want the rapid fire if you are trying to stare down the Zoc. That or just go straight to melee. Yeah, that's a good downswing. It's basically the same one that the Doms use. So that should be useful. Okay, so yeah, let's look at some transformed abilities here. Did I leave this almost dead or did I dead it? Okay, it's fresh, good. Alright, so we're transforming. We are firing the big gun, which becomes an EPAC weapon here. And missed. Yeah, as you can see, the thruster value is, or the thruster takes a while to overheat. But I'm going to need to do a second run to actually hit something with this. Well, we've got a straight runway over here, and we're going to use it, because, yeah, I am managing to hit everything except what I'm shooting. Which, sometimes when a weapon is a little off-center, that can happen. Okay, 1676 to a Zoc. Okay, the rapid-fire guns are still rapid-fire, but they are rapid-fire where you hold the button to get the rapid-fire, and I managed to unload every single shot onto that tower. So, okay, you just saw me get the 1,000 against the Zoc on its, yeah, that burst. Yeah, as you can see, that was now 2,000 damage, so yeah, that is the enhanced ram attack for when you are when you get the boost. Let's see. Let's look at how much it can turn while landing, because that is a thing that can be very useful. And okay, probably about the entire frontward arc. You know, you can turn pretty much 90 degrees to your left or right. I want to say that is more than the average suit can do. But yeah, that can be helpful to be ready to attack when you are. Alright, and nope, I was landing already, so couldn't do that. We will try it again. I'm on the wrong weapon. Yeah, the aerial melee skill only works with the blade rifle, so yeah, so you gotta have the right thing up or you're not gonna get it. That's fair. Alright, so I think we are gonna try... Oh yeah, let's see what the counter looks like. We'll do that, and then we'll try a little bit of practice against the AI, and then call it a day. But so far, looks pretty good. It is, a Garland variant. It's good to have another one of those in general. I believe the standard TR5 is as well, but I don't have that yet, so that does not help. Okay, yeah, that and stabbing. Good, nice camera turn. But yeah, so that is the counter tackle, and that is where we're at. Okay, let's turn on AI and just go pick a fight with something. AI on, going. All right. I've got the rifle up. Attack the Zoc. The other Zoc mazered me in the back, which, yeah, not surprising. Okay, so if I want to stun this Zoc, which mazered me in the front, luckily while I had iframes, we go with this. And this. No, I picked the wrong blade. But, okay. Let's see that again. Is that something I should have tested? Brain. Well, I got countered. That didn't help. But yeah, I think the Heat Blade may have knockdown on all of its hits. Let's take a look. Or let's get tackled again. I can't just... It's as bad an idea to just go in face first and tackle like that against real human players it is these, frankly. So let's try the side swing. Yep. Okay, yeah, so the Heat Blade topples on every attack. And I'm just going to get myself tackled to death here because I'm smart. I think... Let's fly out of here. It occurs to me I have not shown off the flying dodge roll, so let's do that too. And, yep, like I said, do a barrel roll, and then it will fly you a little further, and then land you. So, okay. No. Okay. No, and not quite. But it does get 2 swings on the knockdown weapon, which is, I mean, that's not unprecedented. I will say it is kind of unusual, I think, but it is something that Zogok also got. So yeah, not unheard of, just not very common. But okay, yeah. So the rapid fire beam guns and the Heat Blade are your 2 best options. Yeah, Zoc. That time it actually did start attacking before I swung, so it was not just mind reading; it was just reading a bad, lazy pattern, which happens, and then sometimes it doesn't happen. And the Gundam hit. All right, so and the Gundam read me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to explode this time. No, I will now, but oh wow, they let me up. This is sometimes charitably uncharitable, what can I say? But, yeah, okay. So, I'll spawn back in and do a little more. But yeah, this should be able to fight quite a few things relatively well. That topple probably going to be very handy against some things, especially when you get surrounded, because it's a really wide arc. If you do a left and right swing, I'm pretty sure that will be that will hit almost everything around you. And the downswing should get you some extra distance when you need it. So interesting. Zoc returned to home point. Well, let's kill it. Yeah, very basic, easy combo. It worked. This will probably be the Gundam. It's the Gundam. And you can do the Dom combo with it if you really want to. That combo isn't as useful as it used to be because it does overheat you, and you have, with this in particular, you have tons of follow-up weapons, so it's not as useful as it was for the Dom, where you really don't. So the standard Dom has a flash, has a bazooka, has a heat saber, so just being able to throw a tackle in there to follow up, very useful. Here, though, less so. That said, I want to try it one more time. 1, 2, and miss. Well, and okay, yeah, that's right. Forced the tackle on my part. But yeah, that it is again, not a super great idea probably, but it is a viable combo. Okay, 36-62 to the Zogok, 29-44, and then a bunch of rapid fire hits. Stunned the Gundam, re-stunned the Gundam, swinging, got it. Got that. 1, 2, tackle. Nope, I decided to dodge instead of tackle. That's fine. I just mashed the button. You'd think I've been playing FromSoft games for months now. You'd think I'd have learned not to mash buttons. I have not. I have too many years invested in mashing buttons. I can't stop. Oh yeah, that's right. The tackle thing is not generally going to work the way I expect it to, unless it's a kill shot, because I have force counter turned on. It is a nice counter. But yeah, it's not bad. It's, you know, if you like the, if you like the gaplants, it's another general gaplant with a bunch of decent weapons. And again, a knockdown weapon, which very handy to have. So that, I think, is going to do it for this test drive. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later.